Hope you got out and enjoyed the warmest temperatures we've seen since November. Thanks to Daryl Benedict in Bellevue for sending us this time lapse of some sun breaks through all the clouds. Pretty shot there. Daryl's got some talent. Let's get to Mike Everett. Take a look at the forecast.
Some gorgeous stuff there. And that was actually what we were dealing with earlier today, is we had forecasted seeing some sun this afternoon and temperatures breaking into the low to mid 60s. And then by noon today, it was still kind of gray out there. Luckily, as we just saw, it did clear wonderfully and beautifully and gave us a great afternoon. Some folks that did not have a good afternoon were down towards the south and east. You may have heard earlier the active tornadoes on the ground in New Orleans in the 9th Ward, place that doesn't need any more damage. They happy to report to you that the storm system is now moving off towards the east fairly quickly, but what it's doing is put a lot of other large cities in the crosshairs right now. So I've just pulled up what the latest watches and warnings are. Everything that you see in the yellow there is some form of a tornado watch, but we also have some reds where they have active warnings right now. When you have an active tornado warning, that's basically when they're telling people, hey, get inside, get down, and be prepared here. And there's absolutely ample proof that there is some severe weather making its way through. So just geographically, New Orleans is back here. Lake Pontchartrain, they're clear now. Biloxi is just now clear, but we are tracking storms that will move into places like Mobile. A lot of people live in Mobile and in Pensacola, and this will continue to walk its way off towards the north and east as we go through the rest of the evening. Meanwhile, by contrast, we've just got some light radar returns. This is not rain. This is just basically some moisture in the atmosphere here as the night is settling in. You can also see that on the GOES 17 satellite. See that blue right there? Yep. Normally that's what we would see along the coast as marine layer, but we just got some moisture hanging out there. We do have a frontal boundary headed our way, but you can very clearly see that this one is basically disintegrating, doesn't have a whole lot of mojo with it. So it will bring some rain to the area tomorrow, but not heavy rain. I'll walk you through that in a moment. I want to give you a live look from Everett, where just a couple hours ago, the most spectacular sunset was right across the western horizon there. This is the time of year where the sun sets due west, and it did a very wonderful job of that today. 63, the official high at SeaTac, yeah, and as Greg mentioned earlier, that's the warmest it's been since mid-November of last year. 48 in the overnights, both of those numbers well above average. Nowhere near record territory, though. The record for today's date was in 1979 when we hit 68 degrees. Picked up a trace of rain, and that sunset was gorgeous at 7:25. We're adding almost 3.5 minutes of daylight every day, and it's good stuff. Take a look at the Seattle waterfront. Well, it's obviously dark out there right now, but it's not cold. 57 currently. We've got the wind now just switching around. It's been coming around from the southwest most of the afternoon, now coming in from the north-northwest about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Expected to stay relatively light tonight. Current temperatures still looking pretty good out there. 40s and 50s, 49 in Oak Harbor, 52 out towards Hoquiam, 52 is your number for our friends in Puyallup, and 54 currently in Chehalis. So here's what to expect. We're going to see some dry and pleasant conditions overnight tonight. Weak system pushes in and brings some light rain our way, and then it's going to dry again on Thursday and Friday. So let me walk you through that. Tomorrow morning, yes, there will be some light showers that'll make the roads wet. It will become heavier. This is just after lunchtime tomorrow, and by the time we get to about 3 o'clock, there could be some heavy rain associated with a convergence zone that sets up, but by the time we get to about 6 p.m., it's starting to break down, and by the time we get to 11 p.m., this thing is done, and we'll see some more of that ridging move in before our next customer moves in this weekend. 7-day forecast shows temperatures in the upper 40s overnight tonight. We'll hit the mid 50s tomorrow. That'll be 10 degrees cooler than it was today, but it looks like we will see a return of the sun next week and another run at 60 on Tuesday.